I'm here with Michael Andrew. Just broke his national age group record in a 50 free. Started off in the prelims today with 23:39, tied your record. Then about 10-15 minutes later, you stepped up again and went 23:19. So what was the difference between those two swims?
Well, I think my first one was crazy. I was super excited and stuff, and I feel like towards the end, my second breath, because I took 2 breaths the entire 50, my second breath, I came up and I paused, and I took a long stroke. And on my second 50, 8 minutes later in the time trial, what I did is both my breaths were quicker. They were lower to the water. I kept my head buried at a -4, so there's a lot less resistance. And I felt like with my arms, I was just driving through with so much more power. It just felt a lot better. So it was pretty crazy to break 2 national records within like 10 minutes.
So on that second swim, did you know that you were on pace to do that, or was it just like you saw the time and it was like, okay?
Yeah. It was during the race. I felt like, okay, maybe I can go close to my best time or close to what I did like a couple minutes before. I didn't really think I was going to go 23:19, I think it was. But I mean, it was spectacular. It felt really good. I knew I was going to be somewhere around there.
So you swam the 200 free earlier in 157, which was really good.
Yeah,
so how were you able to shake that off? I mean, 200 free is long for a sprinter.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think I've swum the 200 free for about a year and a half now, long course. So I mean, it was pretty brutal. I mean, it hurt my shoulders and stuff. But I guess we just got into a pretty decent warm down and got pumped up. Drunk a lot of water, drank some IXL, and kind of went into that 50 with the best attitude we could, and really just working on our fundamentals and going to have to do our best. And
now you're going to come back in the B final tonight.
Yeah.
You're going to go even faster. Anything you know that you still didn't do right?
Yeah, there's a guy in Singapore, Darren Lim, I believe, and he's right now was the 13th or fastest 14-year-old in the world with a 22.75. So my goal is definitely to be a 22.7. That'd be nice. And I think rested and knowing what I need to do, I can definitely do it. So
that's a big goal.
Yeah.
It's a big goal. It's a good goal to have.
Yeah.
You do something called ultra short race pace training. So tell me how that prepared you for your swimming today.
Well, I think with again showing how quick the turnaround was from 50 to 50. Everything we do in training it's fast, it's short. There's not much rest. Boom, boom, boom. So what it does is it almost trains us to be able to swim a 23.3 and then go a 23.9 10 minutes later. So, I mean, a lot of people think it's crazy to do that, but I mean, it's proven. Well, we just did it. So,
right.
Yeah, I love the way we train it. I mean, it all makes sense. It's all scientifically proven. It's all, backed up with data. And so, I mean, we do what's scientifically correct and it works.
And it's pretty much swimming fast until you fail.
Yeah, exactly. So like if I was going to train for 100 freestyle, I would do as many 25s as possible at that split and until I failed. And when we fail, we rest a couple of seconds and we go again.
And in this kind of workout design, is there ever a recovery day built in, or is it pretty much every day is all out fast?
Yeah, we don't really, the practices are all pretty much the same every single day. But, in between each set, like each race, because we break up each set into like a race, like 100 free, 200 fly, whatever. And in between that, we'll take a good 8-10 minutes and we just cool down and flush any lactate that has built up out. And again, with our training, what it does is I'm not sure of all the scientific names and stuff, but there's like a type 2A and a type 2B muscle capacity or lactate type buildup stuff. And what our training does, I believe it turns it into 2B. So instead of taking the lactate and using it as a crippling factor, it will feed on the lactate and actually help you to go faster and better.
I see. So, how does it feel for you to be, at this kind of meet where people like Nathan Adrian, Colin Jones racing and just kind of being in that environment?
I love it. I think it's a lot of fun because a while back we had the fastest man in Texas, so I got to race Dax Hill and Colin and Carl Krug and all those fast guys. And I've hung out with Nathan Adrian at Charlotte Grand Prix last year, and so it's cool to be able to say I'm friends with all these guys and stuff. But there's also that still rivalry. But it's a lot of fun getting to see them and knowing that they know who I am and knowing that we're all kind of racing against each other, even though I'm 14 and they're who they are. But it's a lot of fun.
Well, everybody definitely knows who you are now, Michael. Congratulations on the swims today, and we'll see you in the B final.
Awesome.